Good evening, Ed McCurvey, District 4. I wanted to speak on item number 7 that's going to go into closed session about the city manager. I was under the impression that when we put Patrice in, and she's going to retire this year, that we were going to put off the decision to put in a city manager until the next council. There's an election in 14 weeks, 12 weeks, and it's a big election. We haven't changed those seats, 3 seats in 4 years. And in my district, we haven't had an elected official in 10 years. The will of the people is going to be expressed in November, and whoever sits on this council after November should be making that big decision about who the city manager is going to be moving forward and whatever that vision of the future is going to be. So please weigh that in your deliberations in closed session, because the will of the people is our custom, it's our process. We don't want to make a hasty decision heading into a big change that's about to happen, and potentially a big change that's about to happen in our city, but you want the people to weigh in on that with their vote. We want to get a good city manager. I did speak with Madam Mayor a time ago, and John departed, that there was a succession plan for our city. And any good business manager has a good succession plan, and John was an excellent city manager, and he was here for a long time doing good work for the city. I would like to know what that succession plan is. You may not be able to show it to me, but I would certainly like to know that you guys are talking about that in your deliberations and what's best for the city long-term. And that's something I think that the folks in the city would be very interested in, and it's something that should not be done behind closed doors and should be something that is open, just as I did an interview for 3 hours in this very chamber a couple of years ago. The people need to know what we're doing, and we need to rebuild trust in our city. Right now, a hasty decision on putting a city manager in before an election would erode that trust. So I would implore you to do the right thing. Look at the salaries, as the previous gentleman said, make sure they're set right. Let's make a good long-term decision that builds trust with the community and that the will of the people is considered in this big decision that our city is about to make with the city manager. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCurvey. Is there anyone else?